What's up guys, Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. In today's video, we're going to dive into some recent HBAR news. Okay, to kick things off, we're on Hedera.com looking at the Governing Council. Hedera is governed by the world's largest organizations, including Aberdeen. And Aberdeen recently joined Hedera's Governing Council as the first buy-side finance and asset management company on the council, and per US dollars, they have AUM of over $500 billion. Aberdeen believes that distributed ledger technology has the potential to transform structural inefficiencies that exist in the fund management industry. We have Boeing, we have Google, we have IBM, we have Deutsche Telekom along with their subsidiary T-Mobile. We have LG with LG Art connecting directly to HBAR and having an HBAR wallet as well. We have Ubisoft, one of the titans in the gaming industry. We have Nomura, and they also recently announced that they are building DeFi solutions. So not financial advice, but I am speculating that in the future, some of these DeFi solutions will be Hedera related. We have DLA Piper, a massive law firm, along with being a Casper partner as well. And we can see on DLA Piper's website, looking at their locations centered in the Middle East, in the UAE. Now, along with DLA Piper, we can see Toko is a tokenization engine and digital asset creation platform that provides technology services to complement DLA Piper's legal capabilities. Estimated value of tokenized securities in 2021 is over $504 million. DLA Piper has integrated the Hedera token service into the Toko tokenization platform to enhance the performance, security, and stability of enterprise-grade digital assets. For private transactions of assets that live on permissioned blockchain frameworks such as Hyperledger Fabric, Toko utilizes the Hedera Consensus service with Hyperledger Fabric plugin deployed in Microsoft Azure to make confidential transactions verifiable on the Hedera public network. The Toko platform uses Hedera's token service to improve settlement time from minutes to seconds, reducing transactions and minting fees by over 99.98%. and enhancing the end-user experience for participants to drive greater adoption and retention. We can see Standard Bank in South Africa. We also have Shinhan Bank. This is a South Korean bank that did a proof of concept using Hashgraph for central bank digital currencies. We also have DBS Bank. This is one of the largest banks based in Singapore measuring AUM, assets under management. Now they have XRP actually in their trading desk today, alongside a few other crypto assets. Now, to my knowledge, HBAR is not yet available, so I'm again speculating, not financial advice, that they'll be trading HBAR in the future. You have FIS, which is another behemoth, and Avery Dennison. And one thing I encourage you guys to do is start with the council members and look at each of these companies, go to their website, and look at their connection to Hedera, and look at the solutions that Hedera is helping them build. Or any solutions that they're just building directly on Hedera. Remember that King Solomon a couple years ago found proof that the Department of Defense was looking at Hedera's Hashgraph technology, and I remember when King Solomon interviewed Christian Hasker of Hedera, Christian actually had no idea that the DoD, Department of Defense, was looking at Hedera Hashgraph's technology with the token HBAR and looking at smart city grids. Remember that Avery Dennison also partnered with the HBAR Foundation, announcing that this Atma.io connected product cloud will utilize the Hedera network to account for carbon emissions of billions of unique items. Another example would be this company Neuron leveraging the Hedera network for drone radar systems and the UK government-sponsored trial. And speaking of drones, I did want to touch on a partnership with Algorand. This happened last September. Drone Racing League lands a $100 million deal with crypto platform Algorand. So this deal is a $100 million deal over 5 years. The crypto platform will take over the DRL title rights starting with its 6th season. Now what I want to emphasize relating it back to Hedera as well is right here. The unmanned aerial vehicle sector is projected to reach $58 billion by 2026. In quotes, there are infinite opportunities. There are more companies testing deliveries using drones. We build our drones. When we think about other lines of business, it could be anything. We're just getting started. So the global drone market is massive. And there's going to be many crypto projects working on some utility or at least some type of testing and pilots with drone use cases. And this is a drone radar system with Neuron, a leader in aviation technology and air traffic critical national infrastructure. And the Hedera network is definitely sustainable and an enterprise-grade public ledger for decentralized economy between some of the largest companies. So Hedera is the world's first enterprise DAO, decentralized autonomous organization, where all of these companies are sharing a public ledger, maybe a hybrid ledger, and there's going to be much better trust between the world's leading institutions. So this is an example of enterprise utility. It's not a perfect public world, but I think this is incredibly practical, and I do see Hashgraph being very big someday and also being a practical next step towards decentralization. Either way, a distributed network between all of these organizations is much better than just trusting a single organization. Nobody just wants to trust JP Morgan, or nobody just wants to trust Google. And you can see it's pretty distributed. You can look at all these partners. We have Kuwait, you have India, you have Texas, you have France, you have South Korea, we have Germany, and Tata Communications is also massive as well. They do have some XRP connections. And Tata is a provider of global digital asset infrastructure, offering integrated, globally managed technology solutions. We can see Tata's market capitalization here, and converting this to US dollar, you can see still about 4.3 billion US dollars. These are global companies. Now really quick, seeing IBM, we have Deutsche Telekom, etc., taking it back to Hyperledger landscape and taking a look at the Hyperledger members, we can see IBM right here under the premier members, side by side some of the biggest organizations. We can see Deutsche Telekom and their subsidiary T-Mobile. We can see Hedera right there. And a bunch of other groups, even crypto projects such as Stellar, we have Smart Dubai for smart cities, and taking it back to that other point I wanted to make, Toko, that tokenization engine by DLA Piper, received a provisional virtual assets license from Dubai's Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority. Now remember, Toko has presence in Hong Kong, the UK, and North America, establishment of the Dubai office as its regional headquarters in the Middle East. So there's a bunch of huge groups. We can see Siemens, Tech Mahindra, Walmart, Verizon, you got Ripple, Quant, Oracle, Huawei, FedEx, EnergyWeb, Filecoin, CVS, Casper Labs, American Express, and a bunch of other massive companies. Now talking about tokenization, we can see that BCG estimates the tokenization of global illiquid assets to be a $16 trillion business opportunity by 2030. So this decade, in the next 7 to 8 years. 6 advantages of tokenization: increased efficiency, reduced cost, better compliance, improved liquidity, increased transparency, facilitated innovation, meaning programmable contracts, if and then statements, shared ledgers that can create fractionalized real estate, liquid revenue share agreements, and dynamic ETFs, which have the ability to switch exposure between multiple asset classes depending on the market environment. An example would be they may prefer bonds during periods of equities volatility and equities during a big bull market, being able to switch exposure in a tokenized way effortlessly. In other previously unmanageable offerings, including other types of collateralized positions where you can get loans, and really there's just better capital efficiency. So a $16 trillion opportunity for tokenizing global illiquid assets. So this is much more than just the securities market. This is more than real estate. This is more than any type of gaming items and NFTs. This can be anything and everything, including new use cases that come. If you go to hedera.com/ecosystem, you can learn more about it. You can see their Web3 applications. You can see enterprise applications that are live and being built today, so super interesting, and I definitely recommend just checking this out. You can see the exchanges where HBAR is available. You have a variety of wallets in custody. We can see Hashback, and we also can see that Fireblocks added HBAR back in 2020. You can see network explorers, but this updated web page is absolutely awesome. I think every other crypto project should be following suit. So we have tooling, integration, and we have grants and accelerator programs. This is such a nice page. And right here, you can go to the Governing Council and read about each of these members and their initial press release, or maybe even news or case studies. So it seems like in terms of use cases, Hedera, the HBAR Foundation, again, the HBAR Foundation at hbarfoundation.org allocated $360 million, over 167 grants. So I know bear markets are no fun, guys, but I'm extremely hopeful for HBAR during the next bull run. We have asset management companies, we have aerospace companies, we have drone use cases, we have science and manufacturing, we have multinational banking, we have oracles, we have telecom, electric utility companies, law firms, other fintech companies, education and research, electronics, cloud computing, video games. Next up, from Tokenizer, I really like this. For HBAR Tokenized Trust, we have QNT Tokenized Communication. For DAG, Tokenized Bandwidth. For data, Alliance Block, Tokenized Finance, very cool. XDC, Tokenized Global Trade. Trade finance is absolutely massive. We have MNW, Tokenized Logistics. We have EnergyWeb, Tokenized Power. We have Casper, Tokenized Utility. And we have XRP, Tokenized Settlements. Also, be sure to vote for Hedera to be added to the preferred network list in MetaMask, so you can visit this website. This was also retweeted by Hedera. And I'm pretty sure I saw Elgrand announce that this is happening for them. They're getting their network added to the MetaMask wallet in Q1 of 2023. And also, the HBAR Foundation just announced this, the launch of Play OTZ, the officially licensed FIFA.com World Cup game built by Reality Plus Web on the carbon-negative Hedera network for Qatar 2022. So the metaverse is Hedera. Leveraging Hedera's token service, these dynamic Hedera NFTs are helping bring Web3 technology to the masses through the biggest sporting event in the world. And you can learn more at ownthezone.io to receive digital match cards for the upcoming FIFA World Cup. Now this was another cool thing, and sorry if this video is long, we can see the digital commodity exchange launches on Hedera to further enable user trust and mitigate fraud. Now in this recent interview I saw with Hedera discussing, the gentleman was saying like, we are well into this thing. We are doing pilots or transactions worth $10 million. These are real enterprise use cases. So this is the DCE, the Digital Commodity Exchange, the suite of secure and integrated agricultural commodity trading platforms. Remember that commodities will also be tokenized in the future, whether it's precious metals that are physical like gold, whether it's wheat, whether it's oil. From fertilizer to rice, DCX platforms give improved market access and price discovery. So imagine these networks trading hundreds of billions of dollars of securities, of commodities. And you're leveraging Hedera's public network, so even if there are different deployments that are private, they still connect to Hedera's public network for security, with the transparency, audibility, and power delivered by Hedera's advanced form of DLT. Fraud and risk are significantly mitigated, so think about the billions of dollars that are lost each year due to fraud or different user errors. Remember the failure rate for Swift, what is it? It was like 4 to 7%, it changes. Let's just say it's 6% per year of all payments fail. Imagine a bank sending millions of dollars and that payment failed. Oops, we lost the money, we don't know when it's going to get there, cross your fingers and wait a couple more days. End-to-end supply chain participants need confidence that their deals are with reliable counterparties, and risks can be assessed and managed. All stages of the negotiation can be verified by an independent third party, without revealing any of the underlying confidential information. Absolutely. The time is right for the adoption of digital supply chains. So HBAR is not the only token going after this type of use case, but this is absolutely impressive. And if you're looking at big companies, who do you think they're going to go with? I think it's going to be the herd mentality. I think other huge tech giants, other huge commodity platforms are going to be looking at HBAR because they see some of the world's largest organizations already on their governing council. Currently today, we have at least 39 Hedera governing council members, if not more. It wouldn't surprise me one bit to have way more in the future. And last but not least, guys, retweet this if you want iTrustCapital to add HBAR and QNT. This platform is completely free and it is tax-free trading and investing. I have a Roth IRA here and I've been using it coming up next month for 3 years. So this will be linked in the top of the YouTube video description. If you use my link and you fund your account, you'll also get a $100 funding reward. Now I'm speculating that they'll be adding HBAR and QNT very shortly. Coinbase Custody supports QNT. Coinbase, the exchange, just added HBAR. So in the future, Coinbase Custody should give the thumbs up for HBAR. And Fireblocks has supported both HBAR and QNT. HBAR was added to Fireblocks back in 2020. Now, one thing you can do is go to coinbase.com/custody/assets. We can type in different alts. If you see your alt here, it is definitely more probable that it has that chance to be listed on iTrustCapital. So QNT, we're good to go. And HBAR, not quite yet. Very interesting. And the same thing here, fireblocks.com/integrations/tokens. HBAR, we are good to go. We have wrapped HBAR, you have Hedera Hashgraph and protocols. And for QNT, we're good to go as well. So this will be linked in the video description. I hope you found this video helpful and I'll catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, I'd greatly appreciate hitting the like button and subscribing. Let me know your thoughts down below. And as always, my link tree is linked right in the top of this YouTube video description with all links, crypto resources, and discounts. I'll catch you in the next one.